Hi everybody, as you have saw from the last video, I had putting the rear axle, the tires, everything else. I have put in the transmission in the drive line. I have mounted the electronics in. I know the windows are kinda off right now because that's your real door. This is a real door. That one's a fake duct tape door along with this one right here. But I have mounted all the electronics. I got bored one day, so I had taken duct tape to the thing because I am just going to make it into basically a hauler. That thing I'm going to turn this into a little trailer hook. Came off of a like $20 RC car, and I'm trying to put all this stuff underneath the front of it. Custom locks on the wheels. Let me pick this up. Move this out of the way. But this front end's going to go under it, or at least I'll try to put it under. I have put ball bearings in this. I can get these tires off if you would give me a minute. If you can see, you probably can't, but I think right in the general area over that, yeah, right there. That thing right there, there's the spur gear. There are axles right there. I have taped over it, put that when it's driving. That'll be high enough off the ground where it won't hit anything. Oh yeah, did I tell you? That's fire extinguisher stuff. There's the servo, the servo arm, more fire extinguisher. That remote right there I'm using. That remote I will be using for a monster drift car that I will show you right now. Yeah, da-da-da! Here it is. I know it's not good or anything, but if I can get the body mounts on. Come on. I'll have to put you guys down for a minute. Hang on. Oh, and that is my Freedom Flyer airplane that I am going to redo. I am right now using you guys as a flashlight because the flashlight app is not working right now. Besides, I can't exit out of my video camera without shutting you guys off, so. And voila, just like that, the body's on. Roll that forward so it'll sit. I have turned these tires inside out right now, so it's basically just sitting right there. As you can tell, both tires are kind of flat. That one's kind of rumped. These are tires that I have just taken and reinforced with a layer or two of duct tape. But yeah, that is my old rock crawler body that I have taken and modified to fit this. And that peg needs to go down just one little notch. But original shocks, original body from a real drift car. Front ends from my rock crawler, the body's from my rock crawler. I was meaning the frame's original too. Haven't done any modification to it at all besides taking out the front gears, the gear that sits right here, and putting a, what's it called, a hex hub on there. But yeah, I got tired of one odd, so I painted it pink. But that's just about, oh yeah, and then some random RC car bumper that I've taken and mounted because the old foam bumper, the brackets have broken off. I want to turn this into a bigger truck, so these were on. I had taken and stuck these shocks in here, these ones, with crappy mounts. So I had just taken them and mounted them right here. So yeah, both tires turn now. When I first went to go show you guys this, only one tire would turn. I have screws in there, so if I wanted to put leaf springs instead of those things. But yeah, both tires turn. I've put the axle in backwards, as you could tell. so I could go backwards with this thing. Hook a motor up to it and just have a drop drive shaft. So yeah, hee hee ha ha, very funny. But they're not bearings for say, but they are close enough to bearings. They're little plastic washers. Here's a better view of one that I haven't quite taken off. You don't really quite get the size of these things. They're about as big as my camera lens right now. Oh. But yeah, as you can tell, focus. They're not very big. They're not very clean. But they sit right inside of there. And if I could do this right without these constantly dropping out. Yeah, I think there's supposed to be some sort of washer down in there. Because if you look, that hole's just a little bit too big than what you think, eh? Come on, focus. That one don't want to stay in, so yeah, I'm debating with it. Yeah, I'll just take these shocks off. This one's going to be a little hard, so you guys will be wobbling around for a couple seconds. Don't mean to be mean, so okay, so that's off. So this is the front end. I'll be putting these shocks under it. 2 different shocks, I know that, but they're just about the same stiffness. I ran out of a certain type of oil, so I am sticking bubbles in there, bubble soap in there. I know this one's a little softer, but it'll have to do for now. Should probably get that off. This remote right here, I'm going to take and put on here. Go to this monster over to RC car. For now, I'll just take and set it right there. But yeah, this car has that right there. Something odd, because this is from a old Bigfoot. I think there was no ball bearings right there, but it looks like it's been rubbed clean right there because I could feel the difference. It has the odd thread, so I had put this on and put super glue on it. So I had hardened and given it threads just for temporary use right now. It don't even run. It does, I gotta get a battery for it, and I have the battery floating around the house somewhere. I gotta find it. So sorry if the tire's up close right now or part of my blanket. But it sits in just like that. Gotta push the stupid washer in. If I do it just right, hopefully I don't strip any of the threads. Sorry if you guys are bouncing around or if anything else is. I am sitting on my bed right now. This thing just tightens up around it. So yeah, just like that. Then it tightens up. I do this just because it's handy. Handy dandy. Mamby bamby. Oh yeah, from the other video I had taken and gotten this door. Stupid window. But this door was on. This whole door was on. I had taken and accidentally broken it off, so I don't know what I'm going to do with these mirrors anymore. I think I might just cut them off like I did most of the other stuff. Because I accidentally broke the bumper, so I had taken and chopped old sheet metal to fit. But yeah, that is basically the inside of that. There's the spur gear right there, transmission like right there. Rear axle is in that general facility. Get a little tow hook out. I can go ahead and open this door for you because I have this for my main battery door because I'm going to try. My hand's too big. But I am going to, whoops, miss that. Ouch. Some random parts. These I'm going to take and turn into spacers that are going to, sorry, I lost my train of thought here, that are going to sit on the turning arm, whatever they're called, the sway arm or whatever. I have one. I have cut out 2 of them, so I could take and get it. I'll mount these to it for an extension, which I don't think will work really, but right now it's just close enough. It's half the length of that, so, or a little more than length, half length, but oh well. I'm supposed to have a set of them in there, and I do. As you can tell, my arms is quite big. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, super glue. Don't lose that. This stuff's important. Going under the chair. That stuff's important. That works. But yeah, there's that. I'm gonna take it apart because that's AM PM. This one's AM FM. There's a slight difference. It has batteries in it, surprisingly, that work. But yeah, this thing works. And it's just with that, I gotta pull the case off, unplug all these, well, mainly this one, then re-plug it in. It'll turn on and 50-50 run. But yeah, there's that right there. I have a lot of hauling space right now. I think that's for the transmission mount. That one and that one are transmission mount, and that one right there is for the rear axle mount that I don't think move. If it does, it's a miracle. But yeah, and then I have the A-arm basically sitting right there behind it. I have stupid little plastic washers on it. But yeah, that's that. The dragline sits right there. If I can fit you guys up and in there. There's that. As you can tell from the last video, that part right there is broken. The spur gear sticking out right there and right there. I'm gonna figure out some way to embrace that. But yeah, there's the transmission in all its glory hole. Glory hold, sorry. Can't really talk right now. I gotta figure out something to do with these fenders, because right now if I go up any further, I'm gonna hit the fender that I had custom made for those tires. So, yeah. Let me flip this thing back around for you. Close the door again. You don't really get the size of this thing. You know, whoops, sorry. You don't get the size of this. Compared to my hand, that is quite big. Here, you see the size of that controller? There's the car. That's how big it is. That is a big controller. And a big car. And if I get the front end sitting on it right, the way I want it to, it'll sit about like that. So you guys can get under there, and I can show you all that stuff. What I want to do is I want to get it sit like that, so it's a little higher stance in the front. But the only way I'll be able to do that is if I put the right shocks under it right now. But I have absolutely no shocks under it. All that is just sitting in the back. I think that's suspension, but it's not. I think the battery's back here. Yeah, it is. Something custom for it. I don't know what it was for. I think it's for like